Hello, and it's another video day. So today we're going to be talking about the mentoring. Why did I actually put mentoring into this project? What was it that really excited me about mentoring that could help all these prisoners? Well, okay, let's start at the beginning. When I had a business called Main Support Systems, I was actually given a mentor because at the time so many companies were failing after 6-7 months because they had nobody to discuss or to talk about some of the problems when they were having problems with their business. So I went to a company and we had a mentor from Champion for Businesses, I think. And this is where we started back in 2000, and I think it was 2001, 2002. And the company originally gave me a lady to mentor me. And we had sort of started trying to, I was trying to teach her how to teach me how to sort of help myself being dyslexic. But of course, she had no idea how to work with me, and that became a bit of a problem. So I'd gone back to the people who were running this business and said to them, I needed somebody who had just some knowledge of a dyslexic person. So this time around, they gave me a gentleman. And this man had been in businesses for many, many years. And he was a consultant on health and safety. So he had gone around many places. And he was quite excited when we were talking on the phone about my ideas and what I wanted to do. So he came to my home, the first meeting, and he sort of went straight to the computer and started putting up all these figures. And you've got all these sort of figures on the board and on the computer, and I'm looking, and my eyes have gone glazed, and I'm going, no, that's too much information. I don't really know. I can't see what you're trying to teach me. And we had to start again. We had to I had to show him how to teach me. The biggest thing is stories. I realised that I learn by telling a story. So I would ask stories from him. And as the weeks and the months and actually years have gone on, he has become a great fan. But I did find that, with mentors, there was no mentor for a dyslexic person. Nobody had even heard of this idea. And this is what I felt I could have needed in my business. So going into the prison, I could see that mentoring could work, but let's take it another step and do a mentoring from a dyslexic person to another dyslexic person. But of course, before I could send these mentors out, I had to teach them. I had looked at many courses, sitting guilds, OCR, all types of mentoring courses. And what I could actually see was that these courses was really helping if you was a teacher assistant. Well, I didn't want that. I wanted something different. When I had gone into the prison, the first few weeks I was there, I actually found out that there was a mentoring project in the prison then. And of course I'd gone up to one of the prisoners who was this mentor, and he was in the education department. And at that time, he was cleaning the floors and cleaning the men's toilets. And of course, when I asked him, I said, what training did you have? And he said, well, we had a few lessons. And I'm saying, but why are you cleaning? Why are you doing this? If you're mentoring, you should be out there mentoring other prisoners. And they said that because he had been security checked, that this is why he could actually come out of the lessons and clean the toilets and clean the corridors, because he didn't have to be watched as much as some of the other men. So I realised that this mentoring, what they already had in the prison, wasn't going to be something that I was looking at. I couldn't see the courses of all the OCR and Sin Girls. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to do. So I started up my own course. And in the first year, I put 2 courses together, and I made them bigger and bigger as I was going along, see how much I could add in for these prisoners. Well, by 2007, I had now put an idea together, and there was 25 hours worth of teaching. And some of the subjects I will go through now and share with you is, first of all, they had to understand the role of the mentor and what a mentor actually does. Then we're looking at social skills, multi-intelligences, because none of these men had even heard of the things that I was bringing in and wanting to show them. We were using NLP. We also looked at all types of hidden disabilities, because it wasn't just dyslexia who was going to end up in a prison. There was all these different types of disabilities. I wanted to show them multisensory learning. If you had a prisoner who you couldn't get through one way, to my mind, you had to have all these other ideas. I'd gone to so many teachers in the past, and I'd got stuck on a lesson. Well, because they knew one way of teaching me, I was stuck, and I'd have to go home and I'd put another idea and go back to the teacher and show them. But they couldn't do that for me. So this is why I wanted all these prisoners to have all these techniques so they could help other people. Now, we also had to have IT skills because we were using all the technology. We looked at the driving theory, so they had to have a better understanding of driving theory. Also, the construction. We wanted them to understand all about the construction CSCS card. And also, we were very much looking into nutrition, because nutrition was a big part. The prisoners would be drinking coffee all night. They tried to come to me in the morning, really hypo. And I had to try and explain to them that I couldn't actually teach them when they were that high. We were trying to get a really good environment for them to learn in. And so we was asking them to, change some of their diets before they came, the night before, had drank some milk, not so much coffee, not late at night, because you could see that's why they wasn't sleeping at all as well.